Well, hello guys, it's Amazing Lego 123 here. This time I'm reviewing a big Lego Star Wars set. It is the 2013 Republic Gunship. It's at 75021, ages 9 to 14. As you can see, it does have a poster inside, and it includes 7 minifigures. It includes Anakin, Skywalker, Padme, Obi-Wan Kenobi, a clone pilot, a clone trooper captain, and 2 super battle droids. And there's the front of the box, and then when we turn this massive thing over, we can see all the features of the set and then some little action scenes. So before I build it up, I'm just going to open it up for you and show you what you get inside, because I'm sure you guys want to see that before I build it up. So there's 2 bits of tape down here at the bottom, and we just have to cut through those with some scissors. There's one on each side, and they're kind of hard to get to. But once you've got one open, the second one's usually pretty easy to get to. There we go, and then the other one's over here. There. So this one should be pretty easy to get to. Well, not really. There we go. And then we just need to flip it upside down, back to the front of the box, and then we can take a look inside. So this does open just like the ATTE does. Opens from the top rather than from the side, and I kind of prefer that. And it is a little bit harder to open, but it keeps the instruction manuals nice and flat. And then there inside you can see everything, all of the bags, and then the instruction manuals are probably at the bottom somewhere. And yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and build it up, and then we'll take a look. Okay, and here is the Republic Gunship, and as you can see, this thing is huge. It doesn't even fit on the screen. There's lots to show of it on it, and I have filled it up with some clone troopers and stuff, just so you can see how much space you've got. And there's even more space inside, which I don't have any clone troopers in. We'll start with the figures. First of all, we have 2 super battle droids, and they are both the same. They are just a regular super battle droid design. You know, you got the leg piece, the body piece, and 2 arm pieces. We get 2 of those, so it's a nice way to collect super battle droids. And they are really nice figures. And then next we have Padme. Here she is. As you can see, she's got the same shirt she is wearing in episode 2, because this is from the scene on the dual on Geonosis. There you can see her face. She's pretty mad, and she does come with a blaster. And then on the back you can see she's got that massive scratch there. And then this hairpiece, and then there's her second face. She is smiling. And yeah, another pretty cool minifigure. Next we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then there are some other figures that I've got in actual things that I'll show you. And here he is. He's got his blue lightsaber, because that is the lightsaber he has in this scene. And there you can see his face. He's got the nice Jedi robes on there. And then there is the back. And he does have a second face, and he looks pretty mad there in this battle on Geonosis, where there's all the clones, Republic gunships, ATTs. Just an epic scene in the movie. It's just tons and tons of Jedi, clone troopers, battle droids, spider droids, everything. Next we have Anakin Skywalker with his green lightsaber. There you can see he's got his Jedi robes. He's got that pretty nice hairpiece, not a very common hairpiece. And there he looks pretty mad, and then on the other side he's kind of happy. And then very nice back detailing with more of the Jedi robes on it. And then there are some more figures, but they are inside the gunship, and I will show you them later. But first, we'll start off at the front here. We've got 2 blasters, and unlike on the ATTE, they don't fall off because they don't have a piece, like a black piece that clips onto that. The rods just go straight in them, and I prefer that because then you can't knock these off. But if you do move them around a lot too much, then they can just come off the ship. And they've got a nice way of putting them on so that they're at that angle. Then you've got the nice green at the front. I've got a little flag here which goes with the cockpit. And then moving up, we shall take a look at the 2 cockpits here, and I'm focusing on this cockpit, the one at the front, because this has one of the other minifigures that comes in this set, whereas the other one I just put a random clone in there. Here is our clone pilot, and as you can see, this guy's pretty much meant to go in the cockpit, but you can put him anywhere you want. He's got the original clone pilot helmet with the yellow markings on there, and then the 2 red Republic logos. The new Clone Trooper face, and I'm pretty sure that's the new Clone Pilot torso, because it's definitely not Clone Wars. And there's the back. So on the back it's just a regular clone. On the front he's got a little extra added to him, and then he's got the old Clone Pilot helmet, which looks pretty nice actually. And then if we just take a look inside the cockpit here, you've just got 2 studs to place your figure, and then you've got a sticker on there, that is a sticker, and then you've got a little headrest, and then a flat tile piece, because it's kind of hard to get them in there, so if they were both studs it would be extremely hard to get them in there. Then you just slot them in, you place the legs under that, and then you just push them down, and then they are in. And he also has this little mini blaster rifle. Then you just close up the cockpits there, like that, and then the cockpit at the back here with our regular clone that I added in is exactly the same, and then of course you've got all the red around these cockpits, which looks really nice, very accurate to the movie, which I was watching yesterday as I was building this, just so I could remember all of what happened. And I was mainly focusing on the dual engine nose to see where this was in. And then on each side we do have these here, which these are the panels that you can move up. You just move them up, and then out you can just slot out 4 flick missiles. You get 2, which are just to go on there as like extras, and then the other 2 on top are just ground missiles, which they can use. And you might have to press down because, as you saw, you can just flick that off, and then you can flick them as like ground missiles. And then what you do is you just slot them in there. They just go right there, and then I'll just open up the other side so you can see all the way through there. You got some pieces, and then they just slide in, and then you can just slide it out any way you want, like that. So that's pretty cool. And then you just close up the panels, you just push them down. And then on the sides here, you've got some stickers. That's a sticker there with that yellow marking, that is a sticker, and so is that with the Republic logo. And then got some little places here. We've got these that open up, and you can just place some random stuff in there. I haven't put anything in there because it doesn't tell you to put anything, but you could put your clone pilot's little blaster rifle in there. That would probably fit, and yep, it does. And it only just fits. Then you've got a place to stand some figures in here. I'll show you that. There's just a whole big gap, and you can just stand a ton of figures in there, and they do fit. As well, you could obviously I just had one of them in there, but you can put probably a maximum of 5 in there, and then another random clone that I threw in. And I'll just move out these clones from in here so that you can see everything. And I've got another random clone trooper in here, but as you can see, you've got these little blasters which they just swivel around, and then you can shoot anywhere while they're in flight, and you can even spin them up, shoot up in the sky, or spin them down to shoot down. And then you just open them up because they're on hinge pieces and they are printed, not stickers, and you just got room to see some figures. Another random clone. You just stand them on the two studs, and then they have these gear sticks here and this headrest which can also move down. So that is pretty cool, and then you just move them out, or if you want to have more access inside, you can just take them off. And then here's a close look of what they look like. You got the blaster detailing on the front there, and then they just go on those pieces and swivel around. So they look pretty cool. Then we've got another sticker here, and then the blaster, just a regular blaster I put in there. And that's for the last minifigure I need to show you. And then we also have inside here a box. And what's inside this box, you will be wondering? It is a holocron crystal. Now this is obviously from, the holocron is obviously from the Clone Wars, but I guess they're putting it because of the Yoda Chronicles, because there's a Republic gunship with the holocron in the Yoda Chronicles, I'm pretty sure. And then where it goes in there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is a little gap down there, and you just push it down. There's not much room, but it still fits in there. And then next, we are coming up to the big wings of the gunship. So, focus over here. And got more cockpits on the wings, obviously just like in the movie. In fact, I'll move all these clones out of the way so I can move the gunship around a lot, because I'm going to be showing you a lot on this gunship, because there is a lot. Got another random clone in there, and then if I just move the camera up, you can see they don't actually connect to anything, so you just slot them on, and they fit very nicely as well. And I'm glad that they don't stick onto anything, so then you don't pull any of the wing apart or anything. And you've got a little sticker as a control panel, and then another headrest. And then they've got the same cockpit as this here, and it's got the blaster, so by the looks of where the blaster's positioned, it's going to be shooting backwards, so that anything that comes from behind can be shot, or just shooting on top as well. And then, as you see on the wing, it is just all of red and white, and then you've got a sticker on here. And they are very big. Each wing takes up one numbered bag. So bag 7 is the first wing, and then bag 8 is the second wing. That's how big these things are. And then on top you've got these big blasters here, which they just slot onto the wings. And yeah, they look pretty nice. And I'll show you them from the front. There they are. You can see how big those wings are. They are massive. Let's go up a bit. And you can see the wings are massive. And then we've got these, and you'll be wondering what these are, but you can probably guess from what Lego's obsessed with. They are flick missiles, and there's 4 on each side, giving a total of 8 flick missiles. And then if we go down here, we will take a look at our final minifigure in the other one of these, which is on the other side. Here is our clone trooper captain. Whoops, knocked his mask off. That's not good. So here he is, our clone trooper captain. As you can see, he's got the red detail on the helmet with the classic clone trooper thingy. You got 4 red dots on him, the red arms. Nothing too special on the back. And then there's the face, exactly the same as all clone troopers from this episode 2 Star Wars line. And then of course you've got another one of those blasters, which you can take off if you want more play room inside. So, zoom out, move the camera down, and then let's take a look. And then here you can see we've got these all these kind of glass-like pieces in there, and then a lot of room for minifigures. You've got some flat parts, and then some studs to stand them on. And when, of course, you can't really see all of that when you've got these on or just closed. But as you can see with these big, massive panels, there is something in the back here. There's this here, and what you do is you pull it back, and then the big panels move out. And then to close them up, you just push it in again. Then I'll just move all these down here. And then I'll show you it from this angle. You just push it, and then that opens up, and you can see we've got more space for figures, and then you can see the other panel there. A lot more space for a lot more figures, and then close it back up. And then also on the back you can see this, and what you can do is you just pull it down, and then out pops a speeder bike. Here it is. It's a pretty nice design. You can sit a clone trooper or someone on there, and then have them hold on to the handle. And they just sit on those 4 studs, and then you can move it up and down. And then you've got the backpack there. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then you just slot it in those slots there. And then it stops at the ends to stop it falling out, and then you just pull it back up. And then there's a back view of our flick missiles, and there is this bit here, which I'll show you. You can just store some weapons or lightsabers in there. And then on the back we've got this blaster here, which you can just swivel around because it's on a ball joint, so you can shoot anywhere you want. And then we could just put some blasters in here and close it up to hide them. So a lot of storage here. And then this wing is pretty much the same as the other wing, and then I'll just put Captain Rex in there. So let's take him out. And then I'll show you again just what it looks like when you've got the 2 panels open. How you do that? You can do both at the same time. You just push them or just squeeze them with both your fingers like that, and then they're open, and then you can take figures out and then just close them back up. And then we'll take a look up here. There we have the flick missiles, 8 of them, and then it's not exactly rapid fire. You can still just try and shoot them as you wish. And then you just there's 2 types of missiles. You get 6 of these missiles with the green bit on them, and then the missiles that go right on the top layer, they have blue in them. And of course you just reload them in here, as you should know with flick missiles, because LEGO puts them in like every single set. So pretty nice, because Republic gunships, they do just have tons of missiles, so it's definitely not unnecessary flick missiles, but still pretty cool that we get some flick missiles. And then we are pretty much done, apart from one thing, and I've not been forgot to show, and I was saving this till last, but as you can see here, we've got a Technic rod thingy. I'll just put the missiles back in, so that'll be easier. There we go. And you've got this Technic rod here, and that is the actual handle for the entire gunship. You just hold that handle, and then you can just fly the gunship wherever you want. So that's really nice. Definitely a nice easy way to carry it around, and it's not actually that heavy, so you just grab this here and then fly it around. And then of course on the other side you've got the same stickers that we had on that side, and these same panels. So now that you have seen the gunship, I will just put it back together for you. Just put them back in, and then we shall go on to the ratings for the set. Okay, so now to the ratings for the set. And overall, I'm going to give this set a 10. It's definitely a set for a Star Wars fan. If you are a fan of Star Wars and a fan of Republic gunships, then this is definitely a set for you. Comes with 7 really cool minifigures, super battle droids, which aren't very common. We get Anakin Skywalker, new Obi-Wan, new Padme, new Clone Trooper Captain, and a new Clone Trooper Pilot. So all the minifigures except the super battle droids are new, and there is just a ton of room in this set. As you saw, I just had a ton of Clone Troopers in there, just showing you everything. Still got one in here, just like showing you all the space you've got with all the cockpits on the wings and just all of them standing together. And then you've got some ground flick missiles that you could just open the panel up on each side and take them out, and then of course use them like flick missiles. So yeah, definitely a set I recommend if you are a Star Wars fan. It would definitely look good on display on like a shelf, and yeah, just an iconic vehicle from an iconic scene in the movie. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.